Good morning, and today is your 2-minute drill. Over the last day or two, a lot of areas have received hail, and the questions are coming in on hail damage to corn. So today we're going to just kind of show you a little bit what to look for on hail damaged corn and what to do. You can see it can be very variable down the row. The damage to the corn can be all the way to the ground and up a little bit higher. So what we got to look at today here in this type of scenario or situation is, where is the growing point, and is the growing point safe? This corn was probably at about V5 to V6, so it's right at the stage where the growing point's entering very, very close to the soil surface, and that's what you got to look for. So what we're going to simply do is go ahead and take a look at our corn's growing point. So I'm going to grab this corn plant right here. We're going to dig it out. We're then going to take a very nice sharp knife on that plant right there, and we're going to simply cut it down the middle. So carefully go ahead and cut this down the middle all the way up and peel it open best you can. There we can see where our growing point's at. Right here where I'm pointing is the growing point of the plant. That's actually going to be the tassel coming up, so you can peel it back farther if you'd like. And you can see the growing point just kind of popped off right there. All right, so our growing point was not hail damaged at this time. Even though the plant was taken off, the growing point was probably right around ground level, and it was protected enough where in this type of situation or scenario, it did not get damaged. So always go ahead and take a look for your growing point. If it would have been mowed off at the ground level, and we would have had the plant knocked off to this point, and the growing point was no longer there, that would be a situation or scenario where you'd want to go ahead and take a look at moving into a replant situation with either corn or soybeans or whatever worked in your rotation. So again, taking stand counts of those that are going to survive, and then reevaluating them in 5 to 6 days to make sure the growing point is continuing. And a lot of times what we can get as well is some wrapping of that corn in this type of scenario coming up out. So you got to make sure, majority of the time it will push right through that, but we got to make sure the wrapping is also taken care of when that growing point's coming back out, so that corn plant can come back naturally and still give you a nice harvestable ear at the end of the year. So that's what to look for in the 2-minute drill for corn and hailed on corn damage.